it is not just Texas feeling the impact of illegal migration. Arizona also getting hit hard as migrant numbers are ramping up. We told you from the border that border sources told me they were making 5,000 arrests a week. Now, Yuma Mayor Douglas Nicholas says, quote, the rise in undocumented immigration is stressing healthcare and the nonprofits that help migrants in Yuma. He's worried that the situation will only get worse. The Center for Immigration Studies calling this the next Del Rio mass migration crisis. The city seeing nearly a 2,400% increase in migrants from August 2020 to August 2021. Joining me right now is Arizona Attorney General Mark Brnovich. AG Brnovich, thanks very much for being here. Talking a lot about Texas this morning, but of course it is now Arizona in the crosshairs. Tell us what you're seeing.
Well, we are seeing a record amount of people illegally entering our country because, as you know, the Biden administration has decriminalized and incentivized people coming here. And it's one of the reasons why both Arizona and Texas are in the forefront of filing lawsuits against the Biden administration, trying to hold them accountable. As you know, Maria, we've sued Biden, trying to force him to build the wall. We've sued him over the Remain in Mexico policy. We've sued him over his eliminating the public charge rule, which is basically incentivizing people coming here. So as a result of these policies, we're going to see more than 2 million people illegally cross our southern border. And as a former prosecutor, spent much of my career in law enforcement, my big concern is there's a record amount of fentanyl coming into our country. 2 milligrams of fentanyl can kill a person. And just last week on I-19 in Tucson, we seized more than 50 pounds in one stop. That's enough to kill the entire city, New York City.
Unbelievable. Yeah, well, we had 93,000 overdoses in America just in the last year, largely due to fentanyl. Why is fentanyl being pushed in this country? I mean, obviously the underlying chemicals are made in China. Why are they pushing a deadly drug into this country? To kill off Americans?
You know the answer. Well, I think you know the answer to that. I think that China sees this as an opportunity to, destabilize and undermine America, and the cartels see it as a way to make a lot of money. I mean, make no mistake about it. I mean, the cartels are now pushing more drugs in this country than CVS and Walgreens combined. I mean, and as a result of that, our kids, our nieces, nephews are going to be devastated because I know as a prosecutor, the price of fentanyl is falling. That means more addictions. It means more crime in our inner cities. And shame on President Biden. Shame on people like Cartel Kelly that are doing absolutely nothing, because this is no longer a crisis. It's a catastrophe. And it's not only just here in Arizona. This is coming to a city near you very shortly.
Well, we are just back from the border a couple of weeks ago, and at that time I reported that the cartels are exploiting children. We had an exclusive new reporting this morning that an arrest over the weekend had a 16-year-old getting arrested. He didn't have a driver's license. He was going 70 miles an hour until the truck tipped over in this ditch. When he was arrested or apprehended, it was found that there were 13 illegals in that truck. So we are seeing the cartels advertise on TikTok, and they are exploiting children to be the getaway cars, American citizens. Now there's a massive new organized migrant caravan on the way to the southern border, surging past Mexican forces, trying to stop it over the weekend. The organizers are calling out the Biden administration, saying, at least with Donald Trump, we knew what we had. With Biden, we don't know. What are you expecting from this new caravan? And is it the gotaways that are in Arizona or the apprehended ones? What?
It's both, and here's the problem. You were just down at the border, and I was just there again last week. Is that there are literally thousands of people coming in as they're give ups. They're literally giving up because they know there's going to be no consequences. They don't even have to claim asylum anymore. The only thing they're claiming is luxury hotel rooms with no resort fees. But what should worry people are the gotaways. In Tucson, the Tucson sector is now #1 in the country. There are 1,000 of these gotaways every week now going on, and these are the people that don't want to be caught, so they're getting in high-speed chases.
Yeah.
These are people that are being enabled by the cartels, literally people that are rapists, killers, murderers, that are just being released or led into our community. Shame on the Biden administration. Shame on Congress for not doing anything.
AJ, people also want to know what's going on in Arizona. What can you tell us about the status and timing of the election audit in Arizona?
Well, as you know, Maria, no one did more for election integrity this last cycle. I argued literally at the U.S. Supreme Court in Brnovich v. DNC to allow states like Arizona and Georgia and other places to enact common sense election integrity measures.
So where is
the Senate has sent over. So the Senate sent over an audit. We supported the Senate's right to do the audit, and just as I respected the Senate's process during the audit, I hope the folks realize, as a prosecutor, you can take away people's livelihoods, life, liberty, property. It's important for us to get it right. So we are going through the process. We are still doing it. We're doing an investigation. We're following up on some of the stuff the Senate provided us, and we're in the process of doing an investigation. And as a prosecutor, I'm not like the clowns in New York. I can't just say a bunch of stuff and reach a conclusion and then try to find facts. It's all about where do the facts and evidence lead you.
So what is your timing then, AJ?
It's important to get it right, not fast. And so there's a lot of stuff that we still have to go through. I mean, the Senate still hasn't even provided us a complete report. So I think it would be, premature. And as I said, it's an ongoing investigation, and learned a long time ago as a prosecutor that, you're limited legally and ethically what you can say. So I just assure you that we're going to do the right thing in the right way. And it's important for us to get it right.
Okay, we will check back with you in a little bit to see where you are on it then. Mark Brnovich, thanks very much for being here this morning.